Wow, hello. He's pregnant. I'm not. I'm definitely. Oh man. I got that boy pussy boy. Bussy.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
just
just
realized you
realized you
can't
can't
hear
hear
me.
me.
Now you
Now you
can,
can,
hopefully.
hopefully.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
definitely
definitely
not
not
pregnant, my
pregnant, my
dude.
dude.
I
I
don't
don't
have
have
that.
that.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay,
Okay,
hold on.
hold on.
Okay, now it should work. Right? I think so. Let me know. Alright, fantastic. How are we doing, you guys? So today, I am fully expecting a Kingdom Death sale. So that means that I have to look out for it, whether there is a notification or not. And if so, once it pops, then I gotta buy some fucking KDM, yeah. I waited for so long on Friday for it to happen, because what they do... You know, this is not your classic sale, where you actually have some, like, decent prices, like... You know, you don't have any good deals here. What happens is that they release new products. And unfortunately, some of them are limited, and because they are limited, they sell out. Some of them sell out rather quickly. And because of that, I have to be in the first wave who actually buys some very cool stuff. Once or twice, I missed out on some very cool painter scale minis, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, gotta look out for that screen. I also gotta mute the audio on my other computer. Wonderful. And yeah, aside from that, I didn't really prepare my setup properly. So let's see if this can work. This explanation sounded as if you are recording a YouTube video. Well, I am recording the VOD, but I'm definitely not recording for YouTube. I'm playing Kingdom Death, not Kingdom Death, Kingdom Come Deliverance to learn Czech. Ve není tu bezpečný. That's not how we speak, but alright. Anyway. So, can you guys tell what is wrong with this bust? Because there has been some oopsie daisy. Neck is... Neck is properly fucked. That's true, yeah. As I was drilling the hole right here, unfortunately, I drilled through the neck. What have you done? I drilled through the neck, my dude. And yeah. It's not oopsie daisy, it's a full repaint. No, it's not. It would be if you are a newbie. Well, I drilled through her fucking neck. I am kind of a newbie, right? Okay, but listen. This is nothing too scary, nothing that we can't fix. We definitely can fix that. So, murderer. I'm not a murderer, dude. I gave her life, if anything. So, I really thought that this is gonna be the last day that we are painting this bust, but... This kinda put a wrench into my plan. So we'll see how it goes. Because this happened today. This happened like 2 hours before the stream. So the Melliput is still kinda... you can still move it a bit. It's not fully dry. And that means that... I'm not sure whether I want to paint over that or not. Anywho. I gotta get some paints. Hey, Orange. Ah, so you're not pregnant. I don't have that pussy. That boy pussy. So nope. You just drilled through the poor woman's neck. Yeah. I should just say that it was intentional, just so you see that I also am human. Where do you find these words? Bussy from the internet. No. Anyway, is anyone else in the chat waiting for the Kingdom Death sale? If so, let me know once it drops. Emperor's Children, huh? I think that someone painted them already on YouTube. I didn't know this, but they actually do receive those boxes because you know, when you sign up for the content creator program, you kinda give them kinda tell them like which factions are you interested in, and you will receive boxes for those factions. So, because Emperor's Children didn't really exist before the latest drop, I guess that it has to be for all the people who like Chaos Space Marines. I wish work would shut up. I feel you. What I'm really looking forward to is that limited edition codex with the seal and shit. I do like limited edition codices, but they are useless once another edition drops. So yeah. Or like they're not exactly useless, there's still art and shit, right? But you can't really flex them in your games anymore. Or like you can, but you can't read any of those old rules. Did you buy your DaVinci brushes on Amazon or hobby website? Actually, I picked them up in store. The old codices grow in... Do they? Do they, though? I didn't know that. I have, like, 4th edition Black Templar Codex. I wonder how much is that. I know the books grow in prices. Horus Heresy. Oh, okay. Well, then I have to look it up later. I painted like 45 models since the start of the year? That's crazy. Jesus. You're a machine. Just like the quote from the Rocky 3, I think. He's not a man. He's a machine. I decided to skip my first ever mini and just move on to my second ever mini. You know what? I think that I actually saw your miniature on AC's stream. Yeah. And if that's your first miniature, Jesus Christ, dude. You should really calm down. Crazy quality. How is it possible that your first miniature is so good? Like, my first miniature was Dog Poo Poo. 20 Necromunda. Oh, do you pronounce it Necromunda or Necromunda? Necromunda, right? 17 kill team, 4 Underworld, and 4 Kingdom Death. Which of the Kingdom Death minis have you painted? Munda, okay. I was legitimately so surprised to find out that there are many awesome Necromunda minis. And they have like Star Warsy vibes. Malabor, hello. Necromunda has some of the best minis in all of GW. You know what? If you said that like a few months ago, I wouldn't believe you. But like now, legitimately, that might be true. Because they have the most character. When you're sculpting anything else for 40k or like Age of Sigmar or whatever, well, Age of Sigmar is a bit different, to be fair. You know what? Let me make an amendment. Maybe the best sci-fi miniatures. That's the big caveat. Because some of those Underworlds minis, some of those Age of Sigmar minis, like Gobapalooza or whatever is the name of that unit from Gloomspite Git, those are fantastic. Underworlds, fantastic. Now when it comes to 40k, I gotta admit, many units in 40k, like they are good for what they are, but they don't have that character, you know? We have already seen it. Necromunda, on the other hand. That has some real character. Kill Team also, yeah. Kill Team has that as well. Yeah, I've looked at all the different mercenaries and hired guns, and Jesus. Some great pieces. Yeah. Zumi, are you going to Adepticon this year? I'm not. It is a bummer. But like I don't know, there are many events in Europe this year and every year for that matter. And yeah. Chances are is that going to Adepticon would cost me just as much as going to every Euro event I want to go to. Only the special characters come in resin. Oh, but those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. Don't forget to suck on these nuts. You should come teach a class at Adepticon some year. I would come and hang out. Yeah, that would be great. But I don't even know like what to do to like have a class. Boom! Can you see that? Can you see that? You can't even tell that there's been any damage. Nothing. See? It's all good. It's all good, man. You could teach a Pokemon class. Interesting. would I teach how to catch them all? You could join me and go me in our grand prank idea of filling AK texture paste containers with ice cream and eating them in front of the AK booth. Okay, that legit sounds pretty hilarious. It's also Gummy attending. Is he gonna come? A wild Zumi has appeared. That's so niche though. Like, you know, like edging is related to anyone who paints miniatures. Rimming as well. But that particular shirt is just for Pokemon fans as well as like Zumi fans. Those have to like cross over. I love that he's ignoring my praises. What? What's going on? I missed it. Zumi, you said that my first mini wasn't bad, thank you. That the reason for this is watching your Stop that! Stop it, you. Okay. Well, anyway, I need a purple. Oh yeah, can you pose the mini? When is AK gonna make a Zumi special set? Probably never, but also they don't exactly make special sets. They make like signature sets, but those paints are essentially the ones they have in the original range. It's not like Pro Acryl where they actually create your own special paints. They just like bundle them together. So for example, Jose Da Vinci had his own set, but like, yeah. Oh, signature. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like probably never. I think that I talk too much shit about AK at this point that you don't really want to work with me. They did though, they did. But I did, but I said no, so yeah. That bridge might have already burned. Which paint do you prefer now? I do prefer AK. The product, not the company though. That's what I thought. I have been buying the paint because of you, lol. Yeah, like the paint is genuinely pretty fucking good. Like, if I had to eliminate all different paint brands, then of course AK would stay. Vallejo is fine. Vallejo is fine. I just like AK better. I didn't realize they are shady. I'm so clueless. Well, listen. I wouldn't be worried about that like at all because you can't really be too picky when it comes to paint producers. Um, the GW is of course GW. Think of that what you will. Vallejo had some workers on a strike recently. AK, they didn't have the best promotional materials used in their videos. Let's just say that. Green Stuff World is just Green Stuff World. So yeah. If I was buying based on image, I would buy Procro. If it was just based on the company's reputation, I would buy Army Painter. I would buy Army Painter. Because those guys actually listen to their customers. I know that I've been pretty fucking harsh on Army Painter, but those guys, I gotta give it to them. Like, they listen to their customers. Army Painter, yes. But like only if we were talking about the brand image, not the product. Although like the Fanatic range is significantly better than the old range, like way better. But still, for me, AK Interactive is the gold standard. Just talking about the product. Are you interested in the John Blanche set? Initially, I wanted to paint. Do you know how there is like one Space Marine from Black Templar range, and no one is still sure whether it is a Primaris Marine or the Firstborn Marine? Do you know which one? It was inspired from an old John Blanche illustration. I wanted specifically to buy that set and paint that particular Space Marine, because obviously. But then everyone made a video about that, and I was like, I don't feel like it anymore. Why don't you use more Army Painter then? Because I don't like the product as much. Yeah. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I just like AK Interactive more. If you go AK, there is one important set, Color Punch. True. I'll tell you what I don't like about it. About what? About the Color Punch set or Army Painter or... Oh, okay. It's thick and has a lot of white pigment. Okay, I don't mind that it's thick, but the fact that they add white pigment into every paint is... I don't like that as well, yeah. But like, again, to be fair, many paint producers do that, so like, you know, I can't really give them too much shit for that. Have you tried them yet? Which ones? Ionic? I have tried Ionic. But like, not properly. Yeah. The verdict is still not out. You guys don't have Ionic at, like, in the UK? What if you make a video painting your squakes in John Blanche colors? I would rather paint the Black Templar, dude. But, like, again, everyone has already done that, so no. Just being honest, I think Chimera and Ionic are paints for people who are much better than me. That's kinda... That's weird, because, like, if the tool is good, then it should be universally good. But I don't know. I was watching Juan base a dark age with purple contrast. Surprisingly turned out really well. Yeah, like it's... I think it's perfectly fine to use contrast paints. It's just that, like, when you're... genuinely, what I think. If you're painting to the top level, or, like, competition level, or whatever, your highest level which you can, then... essentially, contrast paints will save you some time on shading. But... because it's essentially like base coating and shading in one step. That's what I think. But if you want to be more precise, then you have to do that manually anyway, I think. But if you're aiming for like a better than tabletop standard, perfectly reasonable to use contrast paints. It just depends on what you want, right? Ahoj mistře, opět ti do chatu vnáším drobet tvé mateřštiny, aby si nezakrněl. To už se stalo. V češtině. Jak se ti daří, jak se máš? Hele, dá se to. Dá se to. Like, they seem great, but I'm not great at mixing, etc. etc. What is the problem that you encounter when you're mixing them? Like, the consistency is weird. Are we talking still about Chimera? Because yeah, they are hella thick. They're thick, boy. I need more practice, most likely. Yeah, you just gotta spread them, honestly. Also, there is one useful, well, there are many useful videos from Marco Frisoni, and he talks about specifically Chimera set, and yeah, maybe you can get a better grip on them once you watch it. So is anyone else watching, looking out for the Kingdom Death sale or not? Mě manželka dosekala figurku Illidana, což jsem měl pro kamaráda, ty vole. Už chybělo jen vytáhnout highlighty a bylo hotovo. Bohužel, no tak zase 60 hodin tisknul. Ty vole, tak to bych se asi posral. Tak to je mi líto. It has sent me weird... Oh, okay. Oh yes, I was asking, when are they usually? Like, around this time. They can be like, it's usually between... shit. I need to know your time zone, but basically, it's between 9... It's between 9 to... Surprisingly, it's between 9 to 5. New York time. Who makes Ionic Paints? They are from Big Child Creative. Zumi, have you gotten a chance to try avant-garde brushes? I have. Yes. You know what? I will use them right now. I'll use them right fucking now. Because why the hell not? Nope, they are not at Salute. Damn. But someone I don't want to see will be there. Annoying. Huh. I wonder who that is. Yeah, so unfortunately, you gotta trim them. Just a tiny bit. Because I'll show you what happens when you don't. Well, maybe I won't because you can't see them. Come on. There we go. The very tip of this brush is so thin that you can't reasonably paint with it. See that? So you gotta trim it just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Assa! Hello. Hi all, potential stupid question. Let's see. First time painting a metal model. I have undercoat primed. Will I be able to use my normal Citadel acrylic paints, etc.? You will. The only thing that's different with metal models is that the paint might not hold on it very nicely. Like if you are using that for gaming and you're touching them a lot, you might see that the paint actually will scrape off on the edges and stuff like that. So what you want to do is use a special metallic, well, not metallic primer, a primer that's made for metallic models. But other than that, it's all good. If it's a display model, then it's all good. Doesn't really matter, you know. Sorry, I missed your stream when I was sculpting. Yeah, it's fine. He streams ZBrush like 2 a.m. my time. I never get to see them. LOL. I'm sorry, my dude. Actually, the last time was pretty funny. There was like, I hope this. Well, actually, let's check the users in the chat. How do you like it so far? I don't like it at all. It's so messy. There was this user called. Okay, he's not in the chat. Okay, we're good. There was this user called MK Noyle, and he entered the chat and he was like, "Oh, Zumi, you are still sculpting, and you have sculpted for like what, like 4 streams, and you are still sculpting like shit." when I tried to sculpt on day 2, I had a perfect sculpt, a perfect figure, and yeah, that was pretty fun. You need to mod a couple of us. Nah, it wasn't exactly like that, but he was like super like, his attitude was like, "Oh, little bro, keep on trying. Maybe someday you'll be as good as me." You know, something like that. Listen, maybe I'm over exaggerating a bit, but still, you know, kind of weird you would say that. At least if it was like backseat sculpting, I'm very much fine with that because I have to troubleshoot a lot. ZBrush is a messy program, and holy smokes, I gotta research stuff all the time. You suck, bro. Well, he wasn't saying it exactly like that. He was just he didn't say that explicitly, yeah. At the very least. I don't really know what was on his mind, you know. But whatever. It's all good. Oh, every time I streamed a new game, someone like that would show up. You suck, bro. Yeah, but like also, I kind of fully realize the fact that I am not very good at sculpting. Yet. Hopefully, yet. And I will get good someday. But yeah, just to point it out, like, doesn't really help. But whatever. If at the very least it was constructive, I would be fine with that. He's probably not as good at rimming though. True. Yeah, anyway, Essa, do you have Assa, not Essa? Do you have any good courses which I could research or look into? On UI or anatomy? I don't know, like... Eventually the goal is to sculpt something similar to Kingdom Death models. So, something like that. Anything that will help me achieve that. I'm not very much into realistic stuff. But yeah. I also do like the stylized sculpts that you do, so that would be fantastic. Do you have a course? Please teach me, senpai. Hello, Evo. There's a channel, Speedcar, at YouTube. He explains Stylite good. Okay, well, I think that someone actually recommended this particular channel. I don't have a course yet, but I do mentorships. Okay. Do you have a price? Or rather, what is your price? Or like, is it not public information? Should I just hit you up? Uh, 110, 4 lessons a month, all feedbacks. What do you mean by all feedbacks? Is it like I sculpt something and then you leave a comment on that? Or is it actually that like you sit down with me and hop on a call or? Okay, well if it's on. All right, I will just look at your Patreon then. That could be a good video idea. I legitimately wanted to make a sculpting video at some point. Like something like, I sculpted my own Warhammer for the first time. Or something like that, you know? Could be a good video. I don't know. By the way, these are the brushes, Avant-Garde. And like, they're good, yeah. They work. You can certainly apply your paint with them. If you think it's a good idea, why not? Well, the thing is, at some point, if I learn something and I can actually like paint my own miniature, I will 100% make some kind of sculpting video. Whether you join or not, that's up to you. You would like to? Yeah, makes sense. It's a free promotion, yo. I mean, we'll talk about it later then. Ready for a serious topic, Zumi? Yeah, always. Well, but it is you saying that, so I don't know. DaVinci 35 is still the gold standard, in your opinion? My gold standard at this moment is DaVinci Maestro Series 10, not 35. How do you rate Avant-Garde against DaVinci? Same for orange brushes. Which orange brushes? You need to try Series 76. I need to try so much stuff. Oh no! Oh, okay. In the last Patreon vid, you say cover 90% of the first layer with the second layer. I watched Eric Swinson feedback session recently, and he often brings up laser reflections when someone does exactly what you described, rounds out of space. No. I know exactly what you mean. This only happens if your final layer is way lighter than your initial layer and you cover like 5%. And it's on a flat surface. then that is exactly what happens. But as long as you spread even your last layer, it's fine. If you know what I mean. Yeah, also this mostly happens on flat surfaces, by the way. But yeah, like, sure, I do agree. I know exactly what you mean. What else? What else? Orange Brush is the brand. I never heard of that. Man, I bought some Artist Opus brushes. Still haven't used them. I like my synthetics. I'm scared to fuck them up. Then you know they are completely useless. You really shouldn't be worried to fuck up your tools. Because if you end up with a nicely painted miniature, that's all that matters, right? For me, anyway. Let me give you a piece of advice. Use them, they will die eventually. True. Malabor. Yeah, see ya. See ya around, my dude. Plus, Rosemary and Co. brushes are pretty cheap. Sable hairs. I've tried the Series 33, I think. And gotta say, I prefer Da Vinci's much more. Like, they're fine, they are also cheaper. But just not as good, in my opinion. And I have a solid reason for that. It's because Series 8 might be better, but it's also more expensive, right? The reason is that those Rosemary Co. 33 are... Their bristles are not even. Some of the bristles are shorter than the others, and that's not, you know, very convenient. I need to learn non-metallic metal. I just don't understand it. I watch your video for... Mate, then you need just a different source. Also, I know that I am always asking this question, but you are on my Patreon, right? Just watch some of the paid videos, and you might understand it better as well. The one where I paint the side. It's like Erza number 3, I want to say. I spent my entire lunch break today doing transition, so now I can fix my Visark. I started. I think that most of the time I am painting anything, I spend fixing the mistakes I make. So can totally relate. Oh, is it happening? Is it happening? Never mind. Ugh. False alarm. Uh, so the thing is, at the end of the month, every month, well, sometimes they push it because now it's 3rd of March. There's a Kingdom Death sale. So it's not your standard sale where where you get a good deal on the product, but they release new stuff. And since their stuff is limited run, usually it sells out within like some of the best pieces within a few minutes, some pieces within a matter of hours. It just depends. So I'm just looking out for the sale. That's it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Also, like it's super expensive, but for me, it's worth it. You'll hear different opinions. For example, Robo hates them. Hope you get what you like. Well, I don't. The thing is, I don't even know whether there is anything that I will like. So I heard just good. Really? Yeah. um, the models are nice, but the fact that it's limited is what. Well, it doesn't really piss me off, but it's a marketing strategy. But like, I just like to get all the pieces that I like. But I don't have anyone here to play, sadly. It's too bad. Legit, Kingdom Death is the only game that I do play nowadays. Also, something I learned from Zumikito, if you're using dark grays, etc. for contrast, putting some satin medium in makes them work a lot better. Really? I haven't learned that. I use that trick for black, but for grays? That's a new one. Nowadays, there is tons of minis from dozens of sculptors. There is no reason to pay that much for a pair of foops. Oh, it's actually... I totally forgot that foops are the actual boobs. It was Tenebrous Grey. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Which is basically like... yeah, to be fair, Tenebrous Grey leans heavily towards brown. And that makes it quite matte, so yeah. actually, one thing I want to point out on this piece, which I finished recently, as you guys know, you can actually notice that on the hair, come on, focus. On the hair, the shades are quite glossy, and it's exactly for this purpose. Can you see how glossy that is? That when you view them, when you view the miniature from the golden angle, from the best viewing angle, then it actually makes it appear more orange. You have a big problem with this. I remember that when we were at Spiel at the Sun, at the Golden Demon, you came to me and said, "Oh, I noticed on your incubi that your shades are very glossy. You didn't use matte varnish or something like that." That's actually on purpose. The shadows, the shades, if they are more satin or even glossy, they appear deeper. And if you view them, if you view your miniature from the golden angle, and yeah, then that makes them more deep, and that's better. Yeah, I have a problem with disgusting gloss, but like it legitimately makes your miniature better. It makes sense. That's what you said to me. Yeah, I kind of butchered it. Yeah, I guess. I did understand that this is what you meant, but I don't know if I would use it for Tenebrous Grey because that's not dark enough. Using satin makes darker shadows. Yeah, makes them deeper, true. Instead of mixing black into paint to make it darker or white for lighter, do you suggest a different color paint? Sure, like you can do this with blue, green, like whatever. The point I'm making here is that to make your shadows appear deeper and more rich, it's actually better to make them a bit satin. That's the point. Glossy finish now. What's next? True metallics. Yeah, but like it works. You can clearly see that the black appears more deep from the golden angle. So it works, bitches. Oh yeah. I need some of that orange, yo. I need medium orange, not Tim the orange. Could you also explain to me what does the ZH in your nickname mean? And why is your nickname orange anyway? Yeah, orange definitely is a Zumi hater. Oh yeah, Zumi hater. True. Yeah, might be. All right. Oh, that tapping is from the song. Does it bother you? Do you plan to go to World Model Expo? Initially, I wanted to, but then they announced the categories, and essentially, they made just 2 categories for everything. Like the large scale stuff, bust, dioramas, everything is in one category. And that's bullshit. So yeah, initially I wanted to go, but I don't think I'm gonna go anymore. Since you're asking, I guess that you are going, right? SN question. What should I look at? Hotels? I'm still trying to talk the wife into flying over to see and meet you guys. Uh, honestly, like, I don't know. There is a chain of hotels, B&B. Those are pretty good. But yeah, any big chain is fine. Have you done that, Orange? Have you? Not Airbnb. It's just B&B. I didn't mean the app. I know, yeah, that sounded kind of confusing, but I didn't mean Airbnb. Either I'm smoking crack or you guys are smoking crack. Let me look it up. Yeah, B&B. What are you guys talking about? I am smoking crack. All right. Do you have some? Yeah, B&B is bed and breakfast. I just misheard. Like every time I went to those hotels, it was fantastic. So yeah. You know what? I might actually call it done. I don't think I want to do anything else on this mini anymore. This is pretty good. Dim the Creative, hello. How are you doing? As a Morgan fan, that looks amazing. Thank you. Um, now when I think about it, I kind of wanted to expand this light. Okay, well, it's time to ruin this beautiful paint job. Are you trying to create the separation of light between the two light sources? That's already there. I am just trying to adjust it a bit. Just wanted to push the magenta reflection a bit further to the right. To be fair, would you be able to tell? Be honest. I don't think so. I really like that blonde hair color. Oh well, she was supposed to be redhead. Redhead. Oh well. Don't think we can. Okay, well. I fixed it. Yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, as I was drilling the hole for that pin. Oh, it's not a pin, it's a bar. Rod. I accidentally drilled through her neck. So I had to fix that. But I don't think that you would be able to tell. Not at this point. It was an accident. I wish I didn't have to fix it. As long as you keep that shadow dark, I don't think anybody is gonna see it. Fair. It was this part right here. You know? But whatever. It's resin. It's resin. What lateral year are you on in your current KDM game? So what happened is that we do play KDM. Do you play KDM? If you do, then you are familiar with the settlement event called Clinging Mists. And that lets you restart your campaign with your current characters, with your hunting party. So we did that. So now we are back at Lanternier 6 or something like that. But we have all the cool gear. So yeah. Dobrý den. Dobrý den, ženy. Dobrý den, muži. Ahoj, Zumikito, s tvým malým kartáčkem? Holy smokes, that's the worst translation if I ever heard one. It was translation worthy of a comedian. I'll give you that. But you did understand it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It is as if you said, like, good evening, females. Good evening, males. Hello, Zumikito, with your small toothbrush. Something like that. Where are you from? Poland? Nope. I know that you are from Poland. I'm Czech. I have a dumb question. How do you get painter scale Kingdom Death minis? They are always out of stock. That's easy. You don't. Well, you can get them from eBay. No, I'm Ukrainian. Oh, really? I didn't know that. For some reason, I really thought you are from Poland. Okay. I used deeply. To be honest, I do speak some Croatian, so it looked kind of okay for me. I mean, it is okay, but it's like as if an alien tried to speak Czech. We don't look that much different from Polish, huh? Yeah, I mean, that goes for all Slavs, I assume. Mas, for example, is Croatian. In Croatian is not really man, but more like husband. Maybe the same in Czech. Uh, mush. It can be, but it can be both. It's perfectly compatible. It's compatible with both. So that would be a bit unhappy translated. Maybe. Wait, you have the same problem as Aaron, don't you? Which problem? Your camera switched off for a split second when you turned on your compressor. Really? I haven't noticed. The mini looks awesome, by the way. Has some Morrigan. Well, does it? Because it's literally called Morrigan, so would be surprising if not. Zumi, is your family very artistic? Well, my dad was a musician, and my brother he's a painter, like classical painter. So I guess so. I wondered if your mom and dad drew. No. They weren't like they weren't like that. My dad was a pianist. But our parents, not really. They didn't draw, they didn't paint, anything like that. By the way, which camera was it? Which one turned off for a split second? I wanna try something. I will smack it. Also, if you tell me the main one, that doesn't help at all. Is it the face cam or is it the miniature cam? Oh, the mini camera. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. Not the face cam. Fine. Hey, I tried. I hated playing piano. When I was a kid, I wanted to learn a violin, but we already had a piano at home, so my parents were like, nah, you'll learn piano. Shit. It's literally the meme, you know? I want to play an instrument. I want to play this instrument. Well, we already have an instrument at home. The instrument at home is piano. It's like if your child wanted to paint Warhammer, and instead you offered like those classic model airplanes, some shit like that, which is fine, you know, but it's not exactly the same. Not the same thing. Exactly, I resented it for half of my life. Now I like piano, but I can't play it as I don't have it. I tried to learn some piano, but my teacher was like this old, grumpy lady, and I really didn't like the lessons. So you can imagine when you have a shitty teacher, you kind of don't want to learn it yourself. We had accordion. That sounds dope. Honestly. It was always so fascinating seeing someone play it. When I was in musical school, everybody had to play piano regardless of the main instrument. Funny, you take it like a side instrument. Asian mom did not let me stop playing the violin until I graduated high school. Jesus. You guys have some fucked up parents. As a kid, I hated it, but now I have fond memories. Shit. But I don't miss practicing 3 hours a day. Christ. Like, what teenager wants to do that instead of hanging out with friends and just being a kid? Yeah, true. You are robbed of your childhood. Yeah, I hate it. Is marching band a thing that students do at secondary school in Europe? It's a big thing in America. No, not really. Well, not in Czechia. I don't know about the other countries. Man. So listen, whenever you are asking me about Europe, I don't know because like countries, different countries in Europe are like vastly different when it comes to culture. So, you know, maybe in other countries, but definitely not Czechia. Like for example, even our grading system differs vastly from between each other. Like in some countries, the grading is from 1 to 5. In other countries, you have letters. In other countries, you have grades 1 to 10. It's all over the place. Sam, hello. Also, is it true that in the US you have to listen to your national anthem like every morning or every week or every year? We don't have to do that ever. And do the pledge and all that jazz. They do the Pledge of Allegiance every day? The anthem for all supporting events, both professional and amateur. That's crazy. That's nuts. Okay. That's that's crazy. Okay, well. Initially I wanted to ask you whether you do have to do that every day. But then I was like telling myself, nah, there's no way you have to do that every day. Like, nah, no way. Turns out that's exactly what's happening. It's so sad. Imagine kids singing God Save the King every morning. Uh, yeah, kind of wild. All right, officially, I don't know what to do with this bust anymore. I guess I can. Oh, hold on. There's a little spot that I should black out. It's a bit fake if you have to pledge your allegiance at school every day. It's like you have to reinforce it because you don't believe in it. So it gets even crazier in Texas. A separate pledge, okay. Oh, that's crazy. You know what? It actually has to be effective for the people who don't think about it too hard. So yeah. Listen, I do like the US. But when I was growing up, I was watching many American movies. Like as everybody, I guess, because everyone consumes movies from Hollywood. And it was at the age of 12 when it was kind of weird that the US was always portrayed as being the good guys. And they were portrayed as the US being superior in every regard and shit like that, you know? Like it's some respect it's true, but at some point it's a bit too much. It's a bit like Warhammer in it. Imperium is the best. Not gonna lie. Just a tiny bit. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have fun when I get my nationality in the UK in a couple of years and pledge to the royalty. I'm like, we kicked out royalty out, and when we allowed them back in Italy, one of them tried to be a singer and failed, and now is the meme. I completely understand and agree. As I grew older and had kids of my own, I totally understand the hypocrisy of it all. And it's all about money since most Americans won't watch movies portraying Americans as the bad guy. But I don't think that there are many popular movies that do that anyway, because like let's face it, the Hollywood movies are usually of the highest quality in the world. Like, and of course, many people in the chat will scream at their monitor right now and point out stuff like Parasite, and I agree. But still, most highest, well, largest production movies are from Hollywood, so I don't think that's changing anytime soon. Which reminds me of Apple actually. Did you know that if a movie wants to use Apple device, bad guys are not allowed to do so, only the good guys? Yeah, I know that actually. Kinda interesting. What if they are the anti-hero? And they are neither the good guy or the bad guy. What happens then? So this happened actually in House of Cards. Okay. Tell me more. Because like I'm totally not familiar with that series. Oh, jokes aside, your painting style really is amazingly smooth. I really enjoy your videos as well as the streams, bro. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I guess I can leave it as it is. I'm fairly happy with it. Which begs the question, what should we paint next? I still have no idea how you get it that smooth. Is it just patience and glazing? Yeah, I would say so. For the most part, there are just two ways to blend your stuff. You either blend with translucency, you are using thin paint and various brush strokes, stipple glazing, glaze drawing, regular glazing, whatever, or you are blending with colors and layers. And that means that you are like, maybe you can sketch one layer and then fill out the rest of the transition with still very opaque layer, high coverage layers, but you have to put there many layers and there can't be much of a difference between them. So it's both of these approaches. I don't know if it makes sense, but hopefully. What are the options for you to choose from? I don't really think about it as much. I just look at what I see. Look at what I see. And whatever is necessary, I just perform. I do a bit of everything. For the best results, I just have to do I have to do it all. It depends if you wanna like spread your midtones or if you wanna blend your sketch or whatever. Obviously, if you wanna spread your shadows or your midtones or your highlights, you use that particular layer. So for example, if I wanted to extend this reflection under her eye, I would just take some of that lightest color in the middle and glaze it or stipple glaze it. If I was glazing it, I would just like aim my brushstroke from the outside to the middle of the reflection. I hope that makes sense. If I want to extend this midtone, then I would do like glaze drawing, because if you are extending your midtones, you kind of have to extend it both directions. Well, sometimes, just depends. What models do you have available for the next project? Pfft, so many. We would be here all night if I had to name them. Oh, maybe not that, but, you know, plenty. I actually do have to paint the model that we are gonna paint at the Bamble workshop. Emperor Children or Eldari. We'll see. Which ones do you want to paint? I want to paint all of them. I want it all. Yeah. I'm excited to help choose the next one. Yeah, the thing is, the one I kind of have to paint because it's for the next workshop, it's not primed yet. And I don't feel like priming anything at the moment. So, let's see. I don't want to end the stream right now because I'm still waiting for the sale. But at the same time, I am done, which rarely happens. But yeah, I am done with this mini. Sale is definitely not on, yeah. I'm keeping track myself. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'm calling it done. Do you varnish your minis when finished? Nope. Just don't drill anymore. Yeah. Alright, so we are done with this mini, you guys. In most streams, I would just say, see you in the next one, but I don't feel like ending this stream just yet. Maybe we can paint something else. Not really happy with the backside, but yeah, not gonna bother. Show me how to paint right, sensei. Do you have anything primed already? I think so. Let's see. You know what? I don't. Well, fuck me. Or like I do, but not really. This is kind of difficult to explain, but like this, well, it's not that difficult. The stuff I have primed is not the stuff I want to paint right now. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, army painting. Nah, no army painting today. I still don't know if I want to paint this guy or something else, or just end the stream, or make us some cool new YouTube video. Well, that's yeah. I could continue scripting because I was scripting today, so yeah. Or hey, there is this dude with the Comic Laden channel. Well, someday we can review the channel. I'm late. Ooh. Yeah, you're way too late. We can script. If we were scripting, I would have to move everything right over there. And that would mean that I would have to disconnect everything and would be quite troublesome, to be honest. So that is a question I have always wanted to know. Do you read your script off a tablet when you start recording? I don't read it. I just like memorize the line and then say it out loud. What are you scripting? I'm scripting the video for the Perion from Neko Galaxy. Then send it to this guy for contrast paints. I can't because this guy is a Black Templar, and I really shouldn't be using contrast paints for Black Templars because they're fucking black, you know. Contrast paints don't really work well for black miniatures. And white as well. Contrast paints work the best for very saturated colors. Because obviously they are essentially diluted inks. Yeah, same here. I need to write the script once. But then I record whole blocks and alter a bit, then I wrote. Yeah, okay, so for me it's the well, similar-ish because I have to go line by line. Maybe I alter some lines, but for the most part it's the same as in the script. It also makes it easier for my editor. I hired an editor in May, and it would be quite difficult if there was no script. And I had to repeat like one line. Because legit, I have to sometimes repeat some lines. But sometimes I have to repeat some lines like even 12 times. You removed my Tim Orange is criminally insane line. Have I? What do you think about dark gray, then highlight with paints gray? Yeah, it's fine. An editor, nice. On the other hand, I like editing as well. I love editing. But when editing takes you as long as painting the miniature, then you know you're fucked. So, eventually, you kind of do have to outsource it just to have some kind of output. If I had no editor, at this point, I don't want to say I would be fucked, but I couldn't produce any Patreon content. You know, that would be straight up, I don't want to say impossible, but at that point, I'm not living. I'm just sleeping and working. So essentially not living. Problem is, when you like editing, you tend to use too much time on it. Yeah, true. Does your editor also edit your Patreon videos? Of course. Of course. He has to. That's one of the main... Yeah, it even might be the main reason why I hired an editor. Does he live in our basement? Yes. Yes, he does. Still no sale. Crazy. And also builds minis. True, yeah. Give him the lotion. Some Zoomy lotion. I was watching Henry from Cult of Paint do Black Templars. He used almost all GW, and I hate the color names. We call the editor Sprue Boy. Shit, that's actually a good nickname. Sprue Boy. I once spent 4 months filming in-game footage to create a promo for one tiny streamer. Did you charge anything? Because that's kind of nuts. Okay, I don't want to paint this guy. Fuck him. Oh, also, this is the guy I wanted to use for the John Blanche Army Painter set. Because he is from that one famous John Blanche artwork. I'm not sure which one, but I think it might be in the 4th edition Black Templar Codex. And, yeah. Are you choosing a new project, Zumi? I kinda am. But also I'm not. The thing is, I know what miniature I have to paint on the stream next, because I have to paint it for it to be ready for the next in real life workshop. But it's not primed. And because it's not primed, I can't really start. Der Comic Laden. Well, see you around. The next video, Slapjob priming. Slapjob priming, Jesus. Yeah, I wanted to say, the next army painting video is gonna be about, well, contrast paints, but also like a comparison between airbrushing the initial sketch versus using just your primer for like your zenithal highlight. But the video after that is gonna be about double slap chop. So that's gonna be interesting. Maybe triple slap chop, maybe quadruple slap chop. And hell, maybe even penta slap chop. We'll see. Still no sale. Crazy. With feet. Fucking hell. What is wrong with you guys? All of you want to see feet. Is Gomi in the chat? No, he's not. I'm pretty sure he would announce his arrival. Let's see, what else can I start? I hate to disappoint you, but I have nothing. Nothing. No, we got raided. And I gotta end the stream at this very moment. What's happening? How many people? No, what's happening? Okay, that's wild. This was the worst timing ever. I just wanted to end the stream and show your previous work. Genius idea. Genius idea. I can show you the bust that I just finished. Also, hello Raiders. How was your stream? Also, I should give you a shout out. Loco TV. Well, thank you for the raid. Let's give you a shout out, shall we? Loco TV. Hopefully that's right. If I butcher that, then I'm sorry, but no. I think it's right. There we go. Okay. Does anyone in the chat like Pokemon? So listen, this is the bus that we were painting this stream, and we are on until the KDM sale through. Yeah. So anyone in the chat likes Pokemon? Anyway, this was the bus that we just finished. Like I don't know, like I don't know, like 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago at this point. And this is not like a competition piece, but It's okay. It's alright. It will sit at my cabinet and yeah. Does anyone in the chat like Pokemon? Do let me know. We love Pokemon. I hate Pokemon. Okay. You give me mixed signals, you guys. Alright, then you'll get a kick out of this. Doesn't like Pokemon and has this Gengar. Okay, well. What do you think about this? John Cena and Black Magician. Blue Eyes, White Dragon, am I right? Yeah, so we painted this. This is gonna be in the next YouTube video. By the way, hello, I am Zumikito. Or rather, I'm Simon, also known as Zumikito. I am a YouTuber, actually. I'm not really a streamer. Because clearly you can see I'm not very professional when it comes to streaming. Because I had literally nothing to paint. How amateurish is that? Anyway, this is gonna be in the next YouTube video. Yeah, it has a cool feature, which I will show you in a moment. However, this is like a regular miniature from Neko Galaxy. And I painted her as if she was a Team Rocket member. So you can see this little nameplate right here. And I also added one very important feature. So I have to stop the music for that. Do you see this button? So essentially, as you might understand at this point, this is supposed to be like inspired from the video games. Not necessarily from the anime, but from the video games. Because of the nameplate, right? And whenever you encounter a Team Rocket member and they want to fight, there is this theme playing. And when I press this button, the theme will play. So you guys are ready? Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, well, let's just play it. So yeah, 30 seconds of goodness. But yeah, anyway, I am a bit ashamed because I am not very familiar with Loco. I should definitely check out the channel. What were you doing at your stream? Don't worry, we aren't either. Okay, well, true fans right here. I don't know, if you guys want, I can show you some more minis. Otherwise, we are ending the stream. Maybe we can run a poll. Show minis. Jason, thank you so much. Okay, more minis then. Yeah, let's just go for it. This is another miniature that I finished like somewhat recently. I finished it at the end of January. It was on my desk like since October, I want to say. And yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This is a Kingdom Death model, and funnily enough, we are waiting for the next Kingdom Death sale at this very moment. That's actually the reason why I haven't stopped streaming yet. Yeah, I also really thought that this one is gonna win gold at Squidmar Open, and it got silver, but like, hey, that's fine. Loco is wrong. Painting 40k. I mean, that's alright. I am also painting 40k. I am not only painting these guys. Actually, let me show you my incubi then. So Drukhari is probably my favorite faction from 40k. And yeah, he slap chopped them. Yeah, this is slap chop and one layer of Nuln Oil. Clearly. Do you airbrush them? Nope. No airbrush. But also, like, I don't think that anybody should paint like this. Because these took over 500 hours. These 3 miniatures took over 500 hours. How crazy is that? I don't recommend anyone to do this because, like, that's wild. Essentially, since you are asking whether these are airbrushed, that's I guess they look airbrushed because I spent 500 hours blending everything. And one of the only painted projects of Zumi with no boobies. True. Yeah, even the Nurgly boys have boobs. Notice how he didn't show the succubi. Alright, what else? What else could I show you? Okay, these guys right after this lady. Another Kingdom Death mini. I really appreciate this one because of the boobies, let's be honest here. But also because I tried some more funky stuff with the light. Yeah, I also like the shadows. Orange, please. We have guests. Please behave yourself. For fuck's sake, Orange. Yeah, we have also these guys. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I have this piece. Well, this guy, the horse, this girl, and also this girl on my Patreon, if you are interested. There are like step-by-step tutorials. But also I have like regular YouTube videos for that, but those give you like more general idea. Are they on OnlyFans? Only OnlyFans is reserved for my feet. Hello, will you do someday a video showing the same figurines painted in, say, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10? I already did that, actually. I did that for... what is it called? Death Guard, for a Death Guard Space Marine. But I will do it again. I will do it for one of the Phoenix Lords. So that's Warhammer. And also for the new character from Gloomsfight Gate. The one on the wolf. $10 hours, 100 hours, and 500 hours? Nah. But it would legit be like 100 hours. It would be like 10 hours... Well, 1 hour versus 10 hours versus 100 hours. That's what I want to do, actually. Also, for this minute... Actually, thank you for reminding me. I can show you a difference, because this mini was painted in 30 hours. Now I can show you the version which was painted in 30 minutes of the same miniature. So again, keep in mind, this one was painted in 30 hours. This one was painted in 30 minutes. Oh, Hazumi, did you keep your first ever painted mini? Nope. My first ever painted minis were Dark Angel bikers. And I already sold them. But then I started a Black Templar army. And I can show you some of those Black Templars if you want. But, like, those were essentially my second army. Which should make it better, but they aren't that much better. Why does your 30 minutes look like my 60 hours? Skill issue. I don't know. You can actually see the whole process. It's free on YouTube, but it's unlisted. There is a free video where I compare, or like where I paint both of these minis. And in the description there is a video, like 30-minute video, where I paint this one from start to finish. Okay, let's see some old ass miniatures. How many viewers do we have? Oh, still over 100. Awesome. Yeah, okay, so my really old miniatures. This one, for example. This is a gaming piece, obviously. But essentially, it's just a base coat and some washes on top, right? Just to have some of that definition. Just to have something interesting going on. And you can kind of see the hints of dry brushing on the flat panels. And I just applied all over wash of Nuln Oil. Not even bothered to put it just in the recesses. Yeah. And the base, obviously. Dog poo-poo. Eat the poo-poo. Holy smokes. This looks just base coated. But obviously there is some dry brush on top. How long ago was that? Oh, this was painted when I was like 14, I want to say. So like 14 years ago. But I also had some breaks between between like painting. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm 28. Yeah, Ravenwing. So actually this was... That's true. This was in the very first batch of all my miniatures. That's right. This was from the very first box that I bought. Yeah, I remember that now. Wait, is 14 years old Zumi beardless? No. I already had some beard. Like, not this kind of beard, but some. I'm technically old enough to be Zumi's dad. True. See that glossy finish from the oil, Noon oil. Yeah, all of you guys could be my parents, okay? Get over it. If you are all my parents, why am I the one teaching you? Huh? Checkmate. Atheist. Also, this is my third army, technically. The first one was the Dark Angel army. Then I converted some of those guys. Well, because this one, obviously, is a Dark Angel. But I painted him as a Black Templar. So that was technically my second army, right? And then the third army were Drukhari. And look at them. Also, poo-poo. Is that a white base? Yeah, unfortunately it is. I was young and stupid. My 28th birthday, my 28th birthday, 9th. I would qualify as a parent too. I don't think so. I don't think so. You're stretching it, my dude. Like, listen, I'm 29 in like 29 days. I'm 29 in 29 days. How convenient. They're not bad. Yeah, listen, yeah, I I was a kid. I was a kid. Just look at that. The base takes all the attention away from the model. I think that these were still painted when I didn't have any lamp. I think. Which is pretty crazy. These guys were also part of the Black Templar army. It's fine for what it was. KDM just posted a Kickstarter post. Holy smokes! Yeah, link. We need links. Okay, let's read the update. For those of you guys who don't know, oh, actually, this might be not safe for work. Shh. Okay, um, give me a minute. If you are not sure what I'm doing here, it's that there is gonna be a sale from Kingdom Death, but they also release updates, and this happens always at the end of the month, and sometimes they push it by a few days. So yeah, now I gotta read the update. You know what? I actually might end the stream right here because I wanna read it. Or we can read it together. That's up to you guys. Should we read it together or what? Read it for us? Man, at the very least I should put it on screen. Nope. Okay, let me just go through it just so I know that there is no nudity or anything like that. Because that would be quite troublesome. As far as I can tell, no nudity. Alright. Give me a second. I guess you guys can't see that, right? Can you? Okay. MK Noel! Oh, it is this guy who I was talking about. Who told me that my sculpting sucks, essentially. Okay, listen. Whoops. Okay. Okay, now I can read it. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. In this month of love, the #1 sentiment I've seen floating in the air, aside from joy and romance, is the question of tariffs. Those fucking tariffs, am I right? Will tariffs cause prices to skyrocket? How will tariffs... Blah, blah, blah. You, the communities... Blah, blah, blah. Fulfillment cycle is changed. In other respects, we have dealt with plenty of similar, less publicized or backers and backers. Very important. For example, the work Dark Treasury. Yeah, sure, okay. Alright. Sell King's Coins again. Increase the cost of the core game reprint. Make new fans pay for the sins of our past. Alright. Oh no! The sale is happening! You guys, I'm so sorry, but I gotta go to my PC. Hold on. I can read that, Starflyer. I'll be back in a moment. I'm fighting for my life here. So someone in the chat was asking me, how do they get the painter scale minis from Kingdom Death? This is exactly how. Man, I got the best models. Oh, so good. I have to show you. I hope there's no nudity. No nudity. Look, I got this one, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's a pretty nice model. I like it. And holy shit! Boy! How cool is that? I haven't got this excited about the miniature in a long time, and this one is amazing! Look at that. Okay, so those two I got. Actually, I got one extra, but whatever. Man, that's awesome. Okay, funnily enough, we still have over 110 viewers, which is great. Did I miss anything? Which ones did you get? Yeah, those one. Both painter scale miniatures, and both are fantastic. Cost me like 200 fucking dollarinos, but hey, it's all good. Zume, will you be entering contracts with an army or unit? I might. Because I'll be there to reward someone. Ah, okay. Well, then I might. I might. Oh, did I miss anything? Valentine's Day Pinup Twilight Night. I already have that one. It's alright. It's alright. But not gonna lie, the Cupid Lucy is so good. So freaking good. And so is the Hollow Heart Renee. Is there any other painter scale model? Or is that it? I think that's it, right? Yeah. Super happy with this sale. Super happy. I didn't buy anything from KDM in a long time. And by a long time, I mean 2 months. I got a Cupid small. I got both. The small one and the painter scale. Dude, I think genuinely that you might want to get the painter scale instead. It's so much better. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not following me yet, you can do so now so you can catch the next stream where we are actually gonna paint something. Because clearly, as you can see, I can actually paint decently. I am a decent painter. Please trust me. Please trust me, you guys. I am a decent painter. By the way, this is also Kingdom Death model. A painter scale one. And yeah, I hope to paint it in a similar way. Oh, not in the same colors, but You get it. You guys get it. You're smart. Okay. Are we raiding Cryo? Yeah, we can raid Cryo. 100%. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Loco, thank you so much for the raid. And if you want to see the next stream, then follow me right now, because we are going to stream again on Wednesday. And we are going to paint either it's going to be army painting, or it's going to be my project for the next workshop, real life workshop. Anything else? Okay. Alright, see ya on Wednesday, my dudes. Ta-ta!